Evan Almighty 23 coming at you with a new video. This is a Virgin Gaming money game in the tournament. I think this was the 4th round of the boot camp tournament. So I'm rolling with my Cleveland Browns as always, facing off against the Jets. And basically, I have a topic to talk about. And basically, man, I work at a pizza shop, and it's in the, I live in the city, so we get all walks of life. We get some rough people, we get good people as well, but we get a lot of rough people. But anyways, there was this guy that had always would come in to our pizza shop, and get food, and he'd always be trying to get deals out of us. He'd be so just high on drugs. And the people I worked with actually had gone to high school with him, so they know who he was, and told me that he struggles with drugs, and he was doing the hardcore drugs, heroin, methamphetamine, popping pills, he was doing everything, and he was in a stage where he just didn't care. He was just doing these drugs, just high all the time, and you could tell he just looked a wreck, and it was bad. And throughout the past year, he's really came in and would talk to us, and he'd be like, I want to be done, I want to be done with this, I want to be done with drugs. He said he wanted to be clean because he had a son. He's only 23, and his son's already he's 20, I think 26, and his son's already 8 years old. He had his son at 18. So he's like, I want to be clean, because he wasn't allowed to see his son. He really wanted to be a good dad, and his mom, his son's mom, the girl he had the baby with, wouldn't let him see his son because he was so messed up. And he's like, yeah, man, when I stop doing the drugs, he said, he would puke all the time, and he said he didn't know if he wanted to puke constantly for 2 weeks and be sick as a dog for 2 weeks, or just keep on doing it and just still be a drug addict, not be able to see his son, just keep his life a mess. Or he could get his life together, but he'd have to suffer for 2 weeks. And we just told him, we're like, you know what, it's best for you, it's best for your son if you give it up. The 2 weeks will be over with, and it'll be worth it after that. Everything will be worth it. And he really wanted to, but he would stop for a couple days, and then he'd do it again. Stop for a couple days, and he'd be back on the drugs. And we would just see him through this process, and it was rough. Well, over the past couple months, we hadn't seen much of him. He just wasn't coming around. We just really did not see much of him. And the other day, he came to my work, and I was so proud to see this. This man, who I had seen messed up, his whole life was messed up, constantly high on drugs, couldn't see his son because his life was so messed up, came in. He was a new man, absolutely new man. He looked clean, he looked showered, he was dressed in nice clothes, he was totally different attitude, left us a tip, not he wasn't begging for food like he normally would. He left us even a tip, went over and beyond, and he was with his son. And I can't tell you guys how happy I was to see this man with his son, and see this man overcome, his drug addiction, and just total 360 his lifestyle. It's just amazing, and I wish you guys could see this. And if any of my subscribers struggle with any kind of addiction, or know someone that struggles with addiction, just listen to this story. You can change. And I wish everyone could experience what I experienced. And I saw this, and I just couldn't believe it. And I've had several cousins die from drug overdoses. Several family members die from drug overdoses, and it's not worth it. And just to see this guy overcome that and be able to be with his son, I was hearing him talk to his son, sitting with his son, asking how his day was, and he was just so happy. so happy. When those people, those drug addicts, are on the drugs, they think they're happy when they're on them, but in reality, they're not. They're not happy. They can be a lot happier without them. And when I just saw him with his son, I knew that he would never be happier. He could not be happier than to be sitting with his son, asking how his son's day was, talking to his son, being able to be with his son. I can't imagine, what his situation must have been, being addicted, to drugs and not being able to have a child and not being able to see that child. That just was so, touching to me. That really affected me. It kind of changed my life, when I saw that. I just want to share that story with you guys, and for you guys to get this story out to people, because it's really, really, really important for people to hear stories like this of people overcoming drug addiction and problems in their lives that can be changed. That stuff can be changed. That's not going to affect, getting off the drugs is going to affect your life so much. If people on drugs, it's going to affect their life so much if they're off drugs. They're going to find what they're on the world for. And I think that's very important for everyone to find their purpose and do what they love to do. And just be good people. And I'm just so happy I got to see this guy's life just do a 360, totally turn around. And now he's a good guy, and he's being a good father to his son. He's being supportive to his family, and he's just being truly a good guy. So hope you guys enjoyed that story. It just affected me so much, I had to share it with you guys. And right here, I take the kick all the way back with Joshua Cribbs. And right here, I'm just like, okay, it's his turn to get the ball. And, just in a bit here, he just lost connection or quit or something. But I ended up getting the win and advancing in the tournament. I ended up cashing out after this round. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the story, please thumbs it up. Get this story out so people can really see, how people's lives can change. Thank you guys for watching. And until next time, peace.